how to get the most peppers out of your plants. Hi, I'm Kelly from Bok Bouquet. Welcome back, and if you're new to our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button now to stay up to date with our weekly uploads. So we started these peppers from seed 8 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, we repotted them into these bigger pots so they have more room for their roots. Ended up a few weeks ago adding some slow release fertilizers so they can continue feeding, because feeding them with liquid fertilizer was just getting too much because these guys have been hungry. So we're going to talk about pruning pepper plants to increase your pepper yields, and also so you don't have to stake your plants. See how flimsy this is? So this is a serrano, and I noticed the best plants that benefit from being pruned are smaller pepper plants. Last year I experimented with some different kinds, and I noticed that when I pruned my bell peppers, it didn't really change much, but all my hot peppers, I did not have to stake any of them. They grew like trees, thick sturdy branches, they weren't flopping around in the wind, and they grew so many peppers. So when you trim the pepper plant, it increases growth. So from every little elbow you're going to get offshoots, and it's going to make the plant bushier, not like a tall little stick. It'll make it bushier and stronger, and you'll get more fruit, and you won't have to stake your peppers. But there are some plants that don't benefit as much from this. I've noticed that bell peppers, it just kind of inhibited their growth. Actually, I didn't get any more fruit from it when I tried that last year when I experimented. So this year I'm not going to be trimming my bell pepper plants. Habanero is another one that maybe you shouldn't prune because it is a shorter, bushier plant already, and so I'm not going to be trimming the habanero as well. Another one is banana peppers, the sweet peppers, and this one is growing prolifically. Look how fast this is growing compared to the other plants. It's already about to flower. So I'm going to be leaving the sweet pepper alone. I'm going to let it do its thing. So today we're going to be trimming the serranos, the jalapenos, the cayenne. So I'm going to pull a few out right now and we'll get started. So when I repotted these, I sprinkled about a teaspoon of the slow release fertilizer in here. So now they've really started to take off. They really react to being fed. So these are growing super fast, 8 weeks old. Our last frost date is coming up. It's actually been quite warm, so these have been spending a lot of time outside. I'll put them out during the day to let them get some real sun, and then I take them in at night because it's been in the 40s at night. But we're about ready to put these outside, so today I'm going to show you how to prune them. Make sure you have some clean scissors, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure it has at least 4 real true leaves, and when you cut it, make sure you cut the stem and not just like at the leaf. So don't just like cut the last leaf, make sure you're cutting it at the stem. These ones are really tall and flimsy and leggy, so I'm going to, there's some new growth right here, so I think I'm going to cut it right here. So what I'm going to do with my clean scissors is just cut it off right there. And it looks really sad and drastic, but believe me, this is going to be a much stronger, sturdier plant with way more peppers is it going to grow than it would with just this. So there's the serrano. Serranos really benefit from pruning. And I'm going to do the other serrano. This one I'm going to cut right there. Now here's some jalapeno plants. These ones are growing a bit slower, but let me see where I'm going to cut it. This one I think I'm going to do right here. This one I can tell is really going to benefit from it. I'll do it there. All right, and this seems really sad to do since you've been growing these for so long, but the benefits are worth it, but it's really hard to do. We started these peppers from seed 8 weeks ago, and if you haven't seen that video, we'll link it in the description and it'll also be at the end of the video. But basically, when I do set these peppers out for the day outside, I need to water them daily, but since they've been in our house, I only need to water them like every 4 days or so. But check with your finger how moist the soil is if they need to be watered. Make sure you don't overwater them because the plant's leaves will get damaged, curled, and possibly just fall off the stem. So that's something you want to be aware of when you're growing pepper plants. Here's some shishito peppers, and because I've never grown them before, I'm going to trim one as an experiment to see how it does. So one I'm going to let grow naturally and one I'm going to trim. So this one already looks bushier, so I'll leave this one, and this one I'm going to trim. Let's do it. Let's do a little drastic. Let's do it right here. And we'll see how this one does. Same with the Hungarian hot pepper. I'm just going to do one of them. Let's do this one. Here we got cayenne peppers, and it's already flowering. Wow, fast. This and the sweet pepper is already flowering. So again, I've never grown cayenne pepper, so I'm going to just do one and see how it does. Last, pimentos. Done. So we're leaving our 60 bell pepper plants. I'm not going to trim those because last year that didn't really increase any sort of fruiting production for me, so I'm just going to let those ones be. Trim the hot peppers. And hopefully in a couple weeks we can plant these outdoors, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. Stay tuned to see how these pepper plants do once we plant them outside. We really appreciate you guys sticking around till the end. If you found this video helpful, let us know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.